Hey guys, back with another Maple Story video here. This time, throwing it back on iBlueblood, doing some hard Magnus solos. This is a real throwback. I have a friend playing my Demon Slayer account right now, so gear's not crazy, no necro weapon, kind of all mythic armors, mismatch here and there, so it's nothing special. I'll show you the stats at the end. I think it's below 30k physical attack, 14 mil cap. Nothing, kind of old school. Kind of feels like my stats from when I was doing hard Magnus solos in 2022 when I first started out with the same damage skin, and just having fun. I wanted to play it a little bit, see what it was like. Just had some content. Last week I didn't do Lotus, so didn't have any videos to show. Some of my recordings unfortunately did not save. I had a sick Mulong floor 45 clear. I think it was just over 8 minutes. Didn't get that one saved, so kind of just had to put some stuff together. And this video is all about hard Magnus. And if you didn't check out my previous videos, or check out episode 13 of Echoing Thoughts podcast is out. I talk about kind of my thoughts on rebalancing. I've talked about it in the past, but with it expected to come in April, cross our fingers, I figured what better time than to do kind of preview it. Someone was asking me about it on YouTube comments about my opinion, and I gave my thoughts. So definitely want to check that out. And I'm also going to be sharing some clips from that here and there, just kind of talking about rebalancing. We talk about crit attack, how to get more crit res, things that I think need to be rebalanced, like iframes and crit res. So definitely want to check that out. Subscribe and like the videos so that you can be on top of everything, all the content that I put out, and comment below if what you want me to see more of, what you want me to more talk about. And this feels like a typical hard Magnus solo. Hello, glitch right there for some reason, but sketchy. Towards the end, haven't played in a while on the Demon Slayer, so I had to use a few PEs here and there. And this feels like, miss it, but don't miss it. Very nostalgic and still very stressful. Got really lucky right there. Had got my dark meta up just in time. And I think I'm going to finish it off here in a little bit with my Demon Awakening coming up. And man, like, I know Paladin is easy. Demon Slayers are in a tough spot with DPS and things like that. But I'm also going to show you a Night Lord point of view with much more gear than this one. And honestly, the Demon Slayer felt way better than the Night Lord. And it's just something about me, maybe I'm a little bit more comfortable in the Demon Slayer. Kind of feels like, just muscle memory. But Night Lord, it was pretty tough. The damage felt decent, but not great. One of the things that I do know, I'm going to show my stats right here on I want to see what my time was compared to my best score back end of July 2022. That was pretty cool to see. But here's the gear, nothing crazy, 30k physical attack, like I mentioned. I guess if, Demon Slayer can do it, you can do it much less stats now. It's pretty crazy to see, in just 1 year's time how much easier hard Magnus can get. But now I'm going to take you into this Night Lord video. And this is one of my first runs, maybe my first or second run on the Night Lord, and it took a little bit getting used to. Now the stats were a little bit better than my Demon Slayer. Obviously, the burst is pretty top tier, but it just felt like I was doing something wrong. I do know that barrage, you have to stand right on top of the boss. So like right here, I'm not maximizing my DPS. And, I think the biggest thing is iframes as well. I used Darksight at the start to pair with that V2 to maximize the final damage buff. Not really sure if that's the best gameplay for it, because now I'm kind of stuck in the rest of the fight without a Darksight. And that is, kind of the downfall of Night Lords. They're very squishy. They don't have many options. They don't have a dash. They don't have up jump, well, as far as I know. And they have to stand right on top of the boss. They don't have self-heals, no iframes, and it just feels like they're kind of stuck. They honestly don't feel very fun to play, in my opinion. That's just my opinion, especially in hard Magnus. It just takes they just don't have many options. They kind of just have to maximize their DPS in that barrage window and then just hope for barrage to come back up and just dodge in and out. Positioning is really crucial because you kind of get stuck. You don't want to get stuck in the poisons, and you also don't have many options if there's big purple orbs flying around you. And you'll see in this run, it's not the smoothest at all, but the time is okay. I think I get, sub 4 minutes. So it's still good DPS, but it's just, it feels very, very stressful, to be honest. Not too many classes that I've played felt this, I guess, lackluster in counters to skills, even though, dodging stuff pretty well here. It just feels like getting hit by one thing and you're dead, right? Reminds me of Wind Archers or even Wild Hunters who don't have any answers, any, survivability if they get hit once. The bleed ticks, things like that, but Night Lords can't even attack while they move like Wild Hunters do. They don't have the crit res as well, so die right here, and I'm kind of in a bad spot, right? I don't see the res point, and I'm gonna die right there. So typical hard Magnus run, just sketchy. Just yeah, this is hard to watch for me. And I think I'm gonna pop Dark Sight right here, get back into the fight with my barrage and things, just to maximize DPS while I can just stand there. And I am gonna chunk it down in this time frame, but it wasn't pretty. Not by all means. This is not content you want to follow. Hopefully you guys learn from this and don't do what I'm doing. But like this is sketchy, right? Like just barely outrange that spin attack right there. Almost got hit by poison and kind of in the clear right here a bit. Still no, and take him down. Not the best piece of content. Not the best run. The charts look very similar to my Paladin, but this is where my Paladin's at right now. This is kind of the difference in gear, but also in just class, having crit res. This is my Paladin, a Multi Hmag Magnus, and this run was twice as long as any of the other runs, and it just felt so much less stressful, so much smoother. Synchro helps, Echo helps, just the mobility of Paladins. Obviously, it's just a lot of fun. Just enjoy doing this content. This is my new kind of addiction when I don't have any other content to do. And you can see I got some more cap a little bit. Now, I actually can get up to 20.7 mil cap if I were to go full Star Force Liberation, but I'm using the Kerning Tower floor 50 ring, and so my cap is slightly lower. But this feels like the right play, even though all my lines are capping. These are my Echo lines that are showing, so they're all capping still. So, I mean, the answer is more cap, right? And for this content, that seems to be the play. And, this first minute, I'm chunking down really good, 80 plus build DPM. Since I did get more cap, I will be in the future, the next few weeks, kind of showing some PRs for everything, right? Hopefully get one guild dungeon, see what I get on guild dummy. I don't think my guild dummy score is going to be very good because I'm don't have my DPS hypers. My covert score is good, not great, but guild dummy, hopefully can get over 1 bill. Guild honor battle, I've hit over 300 bill in multi. Probably 113 was my highest for single target. Probably can hit a little higher than that. We'll see in the future as I get more, maybe a little bit better RNG for my peer summon, things like that. With the new cap, it's just fun to test more damage. I'm doing Lotus this weekend, so that'll be in my next video. We're going to try PR with Lotus and Arc with our Guild Blessing and BRs. We're going to have kind of a speed run per se. We're jumping in with some of Shelter's DPS to see how, what kind of DPS we can put out. It's going to be a lot of fun, exciting to see that. So stay tuned for that. That video should be pretty cool. And again, check out the podcast, Echoing Thoughts podcast on Spotify or even YouTube for wherever you get your guys' podcasts. Or if you want to just, listen to the video on YouTube. I'm going to try to find new ways to improve my content, my podcast. So if you have any suggestions, things you want to see, definitely feel free to let me know. I'm up for all ideas, but man, those 20 mil lines, kind of seeing it is pretty sweet, and I can see the addiction with getting more. But we don't talk about that. But getting more cap, kind of once you hit 20 mil, you're like, oh, 20 mil looks nice, and then you want to hit 21 and then 22, and just trying to pace myself here on the cap and just trying to enjoy the ride and see, the progress as the cap slowly increases and not just reaching there as soon as possible and burning out. But I'm curious if anyone else does solo hard Magnus now, if it's even fun or possible, or the other classes want to try. I do know that there are some people that may be interested in doing some dual hard Magnus runs with other classes. I know people have been doing that as well, and it seems very clearable even without a Pally or crit res. But more content. It's always good, always fun. This may be the new wave of 1v1s. I was trying to get people to see if they want to 1v1 me in any sort of content. I know no one wants to face a Paladin right now, but trying to convince some people that want to have some fun, see what it's all about, compete, do some content at the highest level, and hopefully can share with you guys on this channel. But yeah, this might be the new form of 1v1 duels, just because it's long. It's long and grueling as a duel, and it's definitely better than, better measure of a little bit of skill and a little bit of class DPS, not just stand there like in CRA, Chaos Fomba, and things like that. But this was fun. I think this run was about, I think I cleared in about another 2 minutes. My echo is going to come up in 15 seconds on my cooldown, so that burst window is going to be coming up real soon. Until then, I'm just kind of surviving, trying to make a position back and forth, and not die, really. Here's my cooldowns back up. Think I'm going to Synchro or use some sort of iframe. Nope, just eat it. And then with the spin right here, up jump. And yeah, after this next rotation, I'm pretty sure I'm going to clear it. But again, oh God. Again, let me know in the comments what content you guys want to see, what you guys are excited for. I check out my class tiers video as well. Previously posted it. I know a lot of people have comments about that, agree to disagree. And I'm interested to see more. I'm excited to see more people get Absolabs and more content put out there for the game and hitting insane PRs for Lotus and in Arc. I can't wait to see. A lot of people are putting on content. It's exciting. I hope that this run is going to come to an end. And again, thanks for watching. This one is, I think my previous PR was on 45 bill DPM for this solo. So this one comes in, if I got that kill right there, comes in over 50 bill, I think. Not half bad. 52, almost just under 53. Minute one is pretty crazy. But thanks for watching. Excited to share more content. I'll see you guys next time.